In Austin, I'm Mark Mullins. State officials say that roughly 3.5 million SNAP recipients in Texas have begun receiving benefits again. Those food assistance dollars had run out during the government shutdown that ended last week. Adam Bennett shows us how food banks are still seeing record demand and how to help this weekend.
With the holidays just around the corner, Nikki Gates got an early gift.
That was a nice little surprise.
Her SNAP benefits fully restored after being cut from $546 a month to $337.
Honestly, I've been checking my app religiously just because I was out of options.
She lives in this RV in Leander with her 2-year-old daughter. Gates has been working part-time because she couldn't afford childcare.
How did you make do? How did you make do with the partial benefits?
Community.
Community that includes the Central Texas Food Bank. Their service area includes roughly 270,000 other SNAP recipients and more than 74,000 federal workers. A heavy lift on top of the already 610,000 Central Texans needing help with food.
This initial crisis may be over, but we will need that sustained support moving forward.
Beth Corbett says more distributions and doubling up on food meant more expenses.
Before the shutdown, we were spending about $1.3 million a month. When the shutdown began, we added to that an additional $1 million per week that we were purchasing.
Now with the holidays approaching, Corbett's calling on supporters.
The end of the government shutdown did not mean an end to the demand.
All right, volunteers, you guys can hear me say yeah?
An all-hands effort.
Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to make it. And so just thank you.
To keep the holidays hunger-free.
And besides volunteering, there's another way you can help the Central Texas Food Bank. This Sunday, they're hosting the Austin Empty Bowl Project. It's a fundraiser for them. The public is welcome. We'll put the details on how to get involved at KVUE.com. Adam Bennett, KVUE News.
A murder suspect is in jail after police found a person dead inside of a cardboard box. Austin police discovered 63-year-old Robert Wentworth's body last Thursday afternoon near Victory Drive. That's in South Austin near 290 in South Lamar. Officers say the victim was inside a large cardboard box behind a bus stop with traumatic injuries. Authorities got a search warrant for an apartment where the victim had recently lived with 24-year-old Aiden Hunt. Police found evidence of blood in the apartment. Police arrested Hunt Sunday morning. He faces a murder charge. A local law firm is joining the list of attorneys filing wrongful death lawsuits against a Texas summer camp where 27 campers and counselors died in the July 4th flood. A local law firm is joining that list of attorneys. The office of Howery, Breen, and Herman is representing the family of Eloise Peck, who is known as Lulu. The 8-year-old was one of several young girls swept away in the devastating Guadalupe River flood. In their lawsuit, her parents claimed the camp knew about the risk of building cabins near the river and was, quote, playing Russian roulette with lives.
This is not what's supposed to happen when you drop your kids off at summer camp. And the reality of it is, since this has happened, none of these parents have gotten answers about what happened and why.
Camp Mystic now faces 4 wrongful death lawsuits. An attorney for the camp said they empathize with the families who lost loved ones, but they intend to demonstrate that the flooding was unprecedented and that there were not adequate warning systems in the area. Austin city leaders say new data collected last year shows measurable progress in addressing homelessness. The latest annual report from the Ending Community Homelessness Coalition, or ECHO, shows the number of emergency shelter beds in Austin has increased by 70% since 2022, and permanent housing beds are up 35%. The report shows more than 3,000 people moved into housing last year, the highest number yet. And for the first time in 5 years, fewer people became newly homeless. The Vice President of Homelessness Response System Strategy, Kate Bohr, says it signals real progress.
What we want to be able to do is not only house people that are experiencing homelessness, but also be able to reduce the number of people who are experiencing homelessness for the first time. So we saw that reduction for the first time in 5 years, which we believe is a true indicator that our system is working.
Moore says increased city and county investments helped expand shelter capacity and housing programs. However, the estimated number of people experiencing homelessness on a single day remains high, around 5,000 reported in June of this year. Austin police are warning the public about an increase in cell phone thefts from pickpocketing in downtown areas. Jessica Cha spoke to APD about where this is happening and what to watch out for.
Whether you're young,
definitely want to enjoy my college experience,
or from out of town,
from Boston, Massachusetts,
people flock to 6th Street.
It's been pretty busy around here, shoulder to shoulder for sure.
The proof is in the numbers.
7,000 to 10,000 people on a normal night, on a normal weekend. On Halloween, there was probably 25,000.
That's why Lieutenant Eric Cleveland with APD says it makes it the perfect hunting ground for pickpockets.
We see it weekly sometimes, and sometimes several times a week, where we'll get reports of people who had their phones stolen.
In fact, Cleveland says they've seen an increase of it every year for the last 3 years. And it can happen if you're not paying attention.
Someone bumps into your left side while somebody is taking the phone out of your right side. Or same thing with a crossbody purse, which is the most common for females.
In a dense crowd, a phone in the back pocket or an unzipped purse can be an easy target for someone to swipe your wallet or your keys, which has some people concerned.
You're out there to have fun, so the last thing on your mind is my wallet gonna be there tonight?
As a reminder to stay alert, these signs are going up in densely trafficked areas to warn the public. Lieutenant Cleveland says these signs are temporary and mobile, so they'll be put up every night and then removed once the night is over, as well as moved to areas where the reminder is needed the most.
At 6th and Trinity is where we're going to start. This is where we'll have several pickpocketing reports over the weekend. We're going to also do the warehouse district around 4th and Colorado.
And Cleveland says you should also remember these tips.
Don't keep your phone in your back pocket or your phone in your crossbody purse that's open.
Keeping an eye on 6th Street. In downtown Austin, Jessica Cha, KVUE News.
And those are the headlines in Austin. I'm Mark Mullins.